might take us a while, yeah. I left all the doors unlocked and you said you're on your way. When you get here, don't you say a word, got no time to play. I know you think that you know me, but you ain't even seen my dark side. It's just if you hold me, so baby do.
What's up, Zachary High? I'm Kaylee Rolfe.
And I'm Jaden Bessick.
And you're watching this week's WZHS.
This week, so many things have been happening with sports.
There sure has. To sum up everything that's been happening in sports, here's Kelvin with Behind the Lines.
I'm Kelvin, and you're watching Behind the Line. On March 10th, the baseball team faced Slidell and lost with a score of 4-9. Then the next day, they fell short against Calvary Baptist with a score of 1-7. But right after, they beat North Shore with a score of 3-2, and on March 13th, they defeated Dunham with a score of 6-5. This week was a tough week for our Lady Broncos. Sadly, they fell short against Denham, North Shore, Ponchatoula, Archbishop Chappelle, but shout out to Madison Albert for getting a single in the third inning against North Shore. To both our boys and girls, keep working hard, Broncos. Let's go back to Sunday when an athlete of our very own competed in the New Balance National Indoor Track Meet. Let's congratulate Ren Langley for his outstanding performance. He placed second with a time of 1 minute and 1.56 seconds, and his overall placement out of 117 milers was 15th place. I think I speak for all of Zachary when I say you did that. March 13th, they fought hard, but the tennis team lost with an overall score of 7-3. Coming up this week, today the baseball team will play Mandeville. Softball will start at the Parkview High School tournament. Finally, we are stacked on Monday the 20th. First, we have tennis, which will face Dunham. Then we have baseball facing Dutchtown. Golf will compete at Copper Mill, and the softball team will face Walker. My name is Kelvin, and you just watched Behind the Line. Back to you, Kaylee and Jaden.
Hey Jaden, have you heard about what's going on in California?
Yeah, there's just so much happening in the West right now. It's honestly sad to hear. I can't even imagine living there.
Yeah, me either. I hope everyone's going to be okay. Well, on this topic and many more, here's Camry and Michaela with this week's Globetrot.
What's up, Zachary High? I'm Michaela in Washington.
And I'm Camry Houston, and this is Globetrot, where we travel around the world and explore news.
Let's start off this week's Globetrot in Mexico. According to recent reports, the Mexican cartel apologized after 4 Americans were kidnapped and 2 of them were left dead. 5 members were responsible for this and were turned over. A photo of the 5 men had been circulating on the internet in which the men were shown with their hands tied to pavement and an apology letter on the windshield of a vehicle pictured in the photo. The letter stated, "We have decided to turn over those who were directly involved and responsible in the events, who at all times acted under their own decision-making and lack of discipline."
Next, let's go to Indonesia. On Saturday, March 11th, a volcano exploded. Footage of the explosion shows a 9,721 feet volcano, Mama Rapi, one of Indonesia's most active volcanoes, erupting on the island of Java. The volcano shot heavy dark plumes of gas into the air and burning lava flowing down the mountainside. There have been no reports of injuries on the island, which has 151.6 million people. Because of toxic fumes and lava, towns in the area were shut down for mining and tourism by government order.
In California, there had been a series of storms in the past months. On Friday, March 10th, the Pajaro River levee in California breached around midnight, causing nearly thousands of nearby residents to have to evacuate the area. First responders and the California National Guard rescued more than 50 people overnight. Crews had gone door to door Friday afternoon to urge residents to evacuate before more rain came, but some stayed and had to be pulled from floodwaters early Saturday.
Lastly, a Massachusetts man, Francisco Severo Torres, has been arrested at Boston Logan International Airport after repeatedly trying to open the emergency door on a plane and attacking a flight attendant. In a viral video surfacing the internet, it shows Torres trying to stab the attendant in the neck with a spoon. Torres was tackled by other passengers on the flight and was immediately taken into custody after the flight landed. He told investors he was trying to defend himself and tried to stab the flight attendant because he believed they were trying to kill him. Torres is now banned from flying on future flights following the incident.
2609 was just 45 minutes from landing in Boston.
I will kill every man on this plane.
When prosecutors say 32-year-old Francisco Torres went on an incoherent rant after trying to open one of the plane's emergency exits.
Since I'm taking over this plane, tell them to bring SWAT to shoot me down, because they're going to have to shoot me down today.
Then rushing and stabbing a flight attendant with a spoon he'd broken in the lavatory. Fellow passengers quickly tackled and subdued him.
Well, that's all for this week's Globetrot. See you next week to explore more news around the world.
So, Kaylee, since this month is Women's History Month, who would you say inspires you the most to always do your best?
I would have to go with my mom. She's really just been there for me and has pushed me to do my best. And I really look up to her with her job and just how she does everything.
Yeah, I understand. Well, on this topic, here's Zora.
What's up, Broncos? A lot of you know that March is Women's History Month, a month to honor women who contributed to society in both the past and the present. So this week, we're going to shine a light on some amazing women, and it's going to be told by the amazing women at our school.
Oprah Winfrey is an actress, talk show host, and a TV producer who is most known for her show, The Oprah Winfrey Show.
We can thank Florence Nightingale, or the Lady of the Lamp, for being the mother of modern medicine and improving the sanitary conditions in the Crimean War.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg was the first Jewish woman and second woman who was an American lawyer and jurist who served as an Associate Justice of the Supreme Court of the United States from 1993 until 2020.
The blonde bombshell Marilyn Monroe is a famous American actress, model, and singer who was in the movie Gentlemen Prefer Blondes and sang the song Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend.
Cleopatra is known for beauty, cunning, and ruthlessness when it comes to the throne. She is also well-versed in politics, science, and literature.
Eleanor Roosevelt was not only the first lady, she promoted women's political engagement, worked with the NAACP, and worked on Equal Pay Act.
Sylvia Rivera is a Puerto Rican-American transgender activist. She is the founder of Gay Liberation Front, the Gay Activist Alliance, and STAR, an organization that helps homeless trans youth.
Robin Roberts is the first LGBTQ woman of color to anchor ABC's Good Morning America. She was also the first woman of color to anchor for ESPN Sports Center.
Connie Chung is an American television journalist. She was the first woman of Asian descent to anchor for major networks like NBC, CBS, ABC, CNN, and MSNBC.
Anthony, women's rights activist Susan B. Anthony gave speeches about women's suffrage. She spoke about the topics like giving women the right to vote, equal pay for equal work, and the rights of labor.
The first African-American woman to have a show produced on Broadway was Lorraine Hansberry with her play A Raisin in the Sun. She never shied away from topics like feminism and racial justice.
These women showed us that when we put our minds to something, we can change the world. This is Zora, and I'll see you next week on WZHS.
Well, Broncos, I hope you enjoyed our broadcast this week.
Well, I'm Kaylee Rawl.
And I'm Jaden Bessick.
We'll see you guys next week on WZHS.